Hello everyone, Nika here with the Daily Neuro Nuggets. So I wanted to come in and pop my head in on this beautiful Sunday to wish you all a happy Father's Day because it's so important. I feel like so many men go underappreciated in today's society, especially here in the States. If you know a man who is a father and he's a good father, wish him a happy Father's Day. It doesn't have to be your father, by the way. These little comments can go extremely far into making somebody's day. So happy Father's Day to all of you men who are watching and who are good fathers. So I also popped my head in to say, look, you guys need to chill out. I know it's scary for some of you guys to go outside. I myself love true crime, but as somebody who has a pile of degrees in psychology, it's so important to me to remind you guys that you have to chill out. The 2 videos or 3 videos that I have posted of myself outside in the real world and so many people have freaked out, that is extremely concerning to me. I understand we do have to take precautions, guys. You can conceal carry, you can bring bear spray, pepper spray. There's a multitude of skills that you can learn to protect yourself. But the fact that so many people were so paranoid of me being outside in the sun in the real world, that is dangerous and concerning because so many studies, scientific studies, show that being out in nature, in fact, children who are in green spaces, who are raised in green spaces, are 55% less likely to have a mental health disorder. So that is something to remember. So go outside, get some sun, don't be paranoid, be aware of your surroundings and carry something. Basic safety precautions. So let's get started on today's topic because, by the way, don't mind me, I am a little sweaty and yes, no makeup because I just walked 6 miles and I think we're getting storms tonight in Chicago. End rant. Howard Blum. This bum. Howard Blum might be a bum. Honestly, I've never heard of this guy ever in my entire life. He's supposedly a writer for the New York Times and has written a whole bunch of books on aliens and conspiracies and a whole bunch of things. That's great. That is great. Okay, when it is not so great is when people like Howard Blum claim they've solved the IDAHO4 case, and not only that, but they are so straightforward. They go as far as writing a book before the trial even starts, before anybody is found guilty or convicted. And this Howard Blum has already said, BK is the guy. Should he go to jail? Can he go to jail? Will he go to jail? Will he be sued? It's very frustrating for me because we know as YouTubers, there's a lot of hate coming our way based on the fact alone that we are speculating on this case. But here we are covering our behinds in every damn video saying we are speculating, we are theorizing, come to your own conclusions, do your own research, X, Y, Z, every time because we don't want to get sued. And also because it's the right thing to do, right? To remind people that we are speculating because we are allowed to do that. This is America. This is a free country. We can do that. The problem is when somebody like Howard Blum goes out, writes a whole freaking book, is going to be profiting here. I believe June 25th is when the book will be published and sold, and says BK is the guy. And not only that, but falsely claims, maybe, allegedly, that he has insider information. And that's a whole other problem in itself, because if he does have insider information, then how is he getting this insider information unless he's talking to an informant who shouldn't be talking, or unless somebody from the jury pool is talking? That is even more problematic than anything else we have just covered. So we know Judge threw a big fit when Ann Taylor began those surveys out in Moscow. He said, look, you're going to taint the jury pool. You can't do that. And here we have Howard Blum writing books saying BK did it. He has insider information. He has talked to people who know things. And the only thing I can think about is if this goes to trial and if BK is found not guilty, Howard Blum may end up in jail, potentially, right? Because if Kohberger is found not guilty and Kohberger decides to potentially sue for defamation, libel, this is a problem for Howard Blum. We still don't know if Kohberger is going to be guilty or not. We still don't know if this is even going to actually go to trial. But Brian Kohberger can potentially sue for defamation if found not guilty. And besides the whole legality issue, is that immoral? I know we all have different rules of our personal code of conduct, but for me, that's not right. You are spreading misinformation. You are tainting the story. And what's very interesting to me is that in the very beginning, Howard Blum was very, very stable with his words, very cautious with his words, very unbiased. And as time has passed, we see him doing what most people who only care about money do, in my opinion, and that is shift the story, shift the book to fit what the majority wants to hear. And what do the masses want to hear when it comes to the IDAHO4? The masses want to hear, BK did it, off with his head, unalive him already. We've heard the masses say this. We've seen the comments in thousands and thousands of YouTube videos discussing the IDAHO4. We have seen comments like this in news sources as well. That is what most people want. That's not a healthy person, is it? Somebody that says, yeah, we don't have enough information on this case yet to make a definitive conclusion, but let's get rid of Brian anyway. Let's unalive him. Let's get this done and over with. Very black and white thinking. Very black and white thinking. Those people are dangerous people. And even more dangerous people, I think, are people like Howard Blum, because they see the masses cheering for blood. They want the blood of BK. And then he goes on, writes his book. In this book, supposedly goes on to convict Brian Kohberger as the actual Killer. We cannot say the word because YouTube will push the algorithm against us. Hey, there's a bug on the floor. ADD. It's those, what are those? Hold on. Earwigs. Icky. He's dangerous, I think. He sees the masses cheering. They want BK's blood. And he says, you know what? I might as well monetize this. Although I wasn't biased in the beginning, let me just go with what the masses want to hear. And that's smart if all you care about is money and you have no morals. But I'm sorry, I'm here to tell you that is wrong. There are other ways to make money. And considering he's almost 80 freaking years old, really, Howard, is this the way you want to go out? Is this how you want to be remembered by your grandchildren and your great-great-grandchildren? Is this what you want to leave behind? A fake-ass book with fake-ass narratives, spreading BS before the trial even begins, saying this man is guilty to get a few bucks? All he's doing, in my opinion, is showing people, especially the younger generation, that it's okay to do that. Don't we already have enough sick people in our world? Most 80-year-olds that I know are stand-up people. Some are a little effed up, some are a little calcified, some are a little stubborn, but most are good people, and they've learned to soften their hearts and to say, you know what, that's wrong. That's not okay. And here we have Howard, almost 80, saying, F it. If it means spreading misinformation and lying and saying BK did it and saying that I have insider information, blah, 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 lying, spreading rumors, tainting the jury pool just to make a few bucks. Yeah, that's the type of person we want, right? Yeah, that's the type of person we need more of in this world. That is disgusting. Anything to make a damn dollar. And we're all struggling here financially. I get it. Because honestly, between you and I, my channel is very tiny. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I would rather it be a tiny channel full of people who know the truth and the difference between right and wrong versus 1 million followers who want to hear good things about their bad habits, or who want to hear lies, or who want me to cheer and say BK is our guy, he is the guy, he is guilty. No. Again, we are here to question things and to get to the bottom of this case, hopefully, and to make sure that this trial is fair as possible, because at the end of the day, we all deserve that. Oh, Howard Blum. And you know what's funny? I'm almost crossing my fingers and hoping that Brian Kohberger is found not guilty, or that it does not go to trial, and that to teach Howard Blum a lesson, he sues for defamation and libel and slander. Even if Brian Kohberger were to sue Howard Blum and not win, the fact alone that he is going to sue him and take all of his time and some of his money in court, I think will teach people like Howard Blum a lesson, and that is to be very cautious with the BS that you like to spread about people online, and worse, writing a book and making dollars based on somebody you don't even know, based on alleged facts that you claim to have insider people telling you. That should be punishable by law. Again, if BK were to sue Howard, and even if he didn't win, I think it would be amazing to still sue. What would Brian have to lose? Nothing, right? He's already lost years in jail. He's already lost his reputation thanks to people like Howard Blum and the media and the press. F it, might as well be petty and take Howard and people like Howard to court to teach them you cannot treat people like this. This is not okay, and I'm going to teach you that no matter what. And maybe that's just me being petty. Maybe I'm just in that mood today. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think about Howard Blum profiting off of BK and calling this book a freaking requiem? Really? It's disturbing to me. It's disturbing. And I want to know your opinions down below. So leave a comment, leave a like. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are paranoid to go outside, I'm so sorry for you. I'm so sorry for you, honey. You need some sunlight, you need some vitamin D, you need some water. Get some food in you. That's it for the day, guys. Again, happy Father's Day to all of you. Thanks for popping your head in and seeing me on a Sunday. It's always nice to hang out with you guys, even if it's from my dark dungeon here. So, cheers. Bye-bye. Happy Father's Day.